You know what's interesting? The only constant in life is change. Think about it. Think about it in the context of the weather, right? Depending upon what state you're in or what country you're in, of course. But I'm here in New York, and you have these beautiful summers, and then the summer comes to the fall where it gets a little bit cooler. You got the leaves that are spread about because it's a different season. And then you get to the winter and you got to put your coat on, and then you get to the spring where things start to get a little warmer. What's my point? My point is that it's change. But those are changes that we can plan for, because we know that the summer is going to turn to the fall, which is going to turn to the spring, which is going to turn to the winter. Sometimes we don't have the ability to really pre-plan and understand that things are going to change, and so we're left with no choice but to embrace it. My dad always used to tell me that you either roll with the punches or you get rolled by the punches. How many of us on any given day have plotted a strategy, plotted a plan, only for everything to turn out differently from what we thought it would be? But that's no matter. And that's why I'm here to tell you that it's important to embrace those changes. In the event that something happens differently, for example, than you would have anticipated, just roll with it. In the event that you had a major day planned and it happened to rain on your parade, guess what? Switch it to the indoors and have something equally as joyful. In the event, for example, that things didn't go in accordance with what you would plan, someone didn't show up, a trip was canceled, the issue is not what happens to you, it's about how you process what happens to you. And so at the end of the day, the bottom line is that we are all different, and there's no perfect person amongst us because perfection eludes us all. But I think when we have a situation where life throws something at us that's different from what we expected, we can go in a couple of different ways. We could either say it's unfair, we could say it's not right, we could say, you know what, I'm gonna feel sorry for myself, and I deserve better and I should have gotten more. Or we can say, that's life happens, how am I going to make lemonade out of the lemons? And so it's about your mindset. And if we have a mindset to anticipate that things are going to change, if we have a mindset to know and understand that things may not go exactly as we plan, but you know what? We roll with the punches, you're not going to get rolled by the punches, and ultimately you're going to get to where you need to be. And so it would be nice to think that exactly as we plan everything is exactly as things are going to go, but that's not the reality. What is that saying? Man makes plans and God laughs, right? Because only He knows, the Most High, what's going to happen on any given moment. But what we control are those things what we can control. We can control our attitude. We can control our approach to a given situation. We can control how we respond to a situation. We can control the alternative plans we make. We can control what we do, what we think, how we behave, our demeanor, our comportment, and generally whether we're going to have positive energy or negative energy. And so at the end of the day, with this issue we know change is going to come. Change is going to come on to us, and change ultimately is going to do what it does. And as long as that change doesn't overwhelm us, we're good. Therefore, I suggest, and it's my recommendation, that we expect change, that we anticipate change, that we embrace change. And if you embrace change, ultimately, you're going to have a beautiful day, because a beautiful day is not about the issue of something not changing. A beautiful day is about you being the very best person that you possibly can be, you doing the very best what God gives us on that day, and that we ultimately take care of the things we want to do and that we need to do. And I think that change could be effective, change could be good, change could be positive, and how you think about change is the best thing of all. Think positively, believe in yourself. I believe in you. Do you believe in you?